Today's horoscope and tarot reading from Astrocademy, Virgo March 26, 2022. The world we live in seems to be evolving at a rate that gets faster and faster even as we speak. You feel nostalgia for the traditions of days gone by. However, the world still needs to progress. You may get a little sentimental when you think back over the past few decades. However, you shouldn't let this temporary bout with melancholy allow you to resist change or progress. Ingenious new techniques for making money grow may come your way today, and while you're not one to jump into anything, you are certainly likely to give these ideas some serious thought. Take care to go only for those that are totally upfront, with no hidden sides. Your passion for delving into new professional fields is surpassed today only by your romantic passions. Plan a seductive evening with a love partner. It'll be a night to remember. Inside information may come your way today that might start you thinking about improving your financial standing. You might hear of career and investment opportunities that you would never have considered before. What the heck, you're an adventurous soul. You might even consider occupations that would have your mother reeling. The coming months show a lot of promise for you. Good fortune is looming over the horizon. Go for it. Lately, you could feel like fate is against you. Things seem to be taking forever. Maybe you are impatient about a new job and haven't found a position that suits you. You could be looking for a new home and having problems. Even in a relationship, you could feel confused, since you're not getting what you want. Try to be patient. You're clearing out the past, and this process could take a little longer. Your zest for life is infectious, allowing your family to enjoy your company and open manner. You feel strong enough to do just about anything. Use this positive energy and meet up with friends. Wouldn't it be nice to plan an excursion for your group? Put off any discussions that seem to be headed toward long-term stuff and stay focused on the present. You aren't usually afraid of the C word, but right now commitment is the last thing on your mind. Patient and accepting, you feel you're able to seduce almost anyone you meet. Don't get too carried away. Not everyone is automatically impressed, even if you are friendly. Be selective about who you talk to. Take note of reactions you get. Use your intuition. If your intention is to find new love, you're successful. Don't take what people say to you personally today. There could be a lot of stressful folks projecting a lot of energy your way due to the chaotic energy of the day. This doesn't mean anything is actually going wrong. It just means that people's emotional energies are being heightened. You'll want to handle it all by remaining really quiet and mellow yourself. That way, you can remain detached and keep a philosophical perspective. You are going to meet someone interesting. Starting next week, you will get some news about this new relationship, and this will soothe your heart. Until then, you will be going through a gray period, most notably in your professional life, and there will be some friction in your life today. You aren't very flexible or understanding, so tensions will be multiplying. The vibrations are speaking of this period as one in which you will be a little bit tormented, but this won't last long. In your sentimental life, be patient and everything will fall into place. Impromptu and perhaps unintentional group meetings could take place in your near neighborhood today. The atmosphere is one of optimism, excitement, and looking forward to the future. Intriguing and stimulating discussions could take place. You might find yourself doing a lot of running around in the car that you hadn't planned on doing, but you won't mind. The day should end with a new sense of anticipation. Nearly 3 weeks after returning with Venus to your career sector, Mars, the planet of passion and the warrior planet of the cosmos, moves into his final 3 weeks here today. With Venus leaving in 12 days, but over the coming days set to become a lot more determined when it comes to following your heart, Mars has just 21 days to fire up your professional passions, fighting and competitive spirit. The Moon's return in 2 days will allow you to become more specific, giving you a better sense of what you are fighting for. The biggest danger from a friendly aspect between Neptune in your friendship sector and the South Node in your relationship sector is complacency as it moves into its second week without yet peaking. Because this is just the first coming together of something that is set to become even more commonplace over the coming weeks. This is something that needs to be captured and appreciated. Your tarot reading for today. The Moon, the Hermit, and the Sun. It's possible several objects will break down without you understanding why. The cards show a physical instability around you. If it can go wrong, it might apply here, and you could be suffering a succession of small hardware failures around you. Don't panic, it's not serious. What you need to do is understand the cause. Because nothing happens randomly, and you have to dig deep to find out why things happen as they do in life. Here, the cards are giving an unlucky vision of the month of April. All sorts of difficulties could occur, all related to this lack of luck in your life. You don't seem able to make the right decisions and let go, which causes disturbances to the luck in your life. You can explain this by talking about bad luck, but in reality you create your own luck with your actions and your outlook on life. You'll need to take this series of problems on board to see the end of them. You don't need to fret or worry about what fate has done to you. You are not powerless. Your strength of character will allow you to get through this. Every wrong step that you have put behind you is one more step towards the end of the tunnel. The cards show that something positive could happen and you will have a more favorable period before you. You may see this as a challenge sent by fate, push some obstacles over, and, if you succeed, there will be a reward. Our eyes in the sky. An especially cosmic day is here, as the stars above us engage in a dazzling heavens dance. At the very onset of the week, our great taskmaster planet, Saturn, goes retrograde in Aquarius. For many months, he has soared rapidly through this realm, bringing life lessons to all things Aquarian. Quiet time spent in reflection is highly recommended because the Moon opposes Neptune later in the morning, making us all overly emotional wrecks. This also brings even more chances that you'll simply have the wrong idea about everything. Be careful also not to over-idealize anyone. Someone could easily take advantage of you if you put too much trust in them. Later in the evening, the Moon trines Pluto, and you may not be able to see how much influence people you admire have over you. Be careful and make sure that they aren't manipulating you. This would be an ideal day to have a psychic reading or therapy session because it could expose secrets from past lives or reveal things from your subconscious. Because this is an inquisitive transit, you might find yourself wanting to discuss psychology as well. Ask questions, but be careful not to seem obsessive about it. You aren't the only one who isn't perceiving everything exactly right. There's a late afternoon Moon-Pluto trine that puts you in touch with your more sensitive side, and you might even feel a clairvoyant charge. Take full advantage of getting insight into what someone close to you might be thinking, because you can use what you learn to strengthen your relationship with them.